Hello, I'm Jim Mitzelfeld, and welcome to a discussion of the OIG's audit of NASA's Commercial Cargo Program. In anticipation of the Space Shuttle's retirement, Congress directed NASA to find a method to deliver cargo to the International Space Station by fostering the private commercial spaceflight industry. In the absence of a U.S. cargo capability, NASA would need to rely on its international partners to provide essential supplies to ISS crews and access to research conducted on the station. To encourage commercial companies to build spaceflight systems that could carry cargo to the ISS, NASA awarded funded Space Act agreements and fixed-price contracts to two private companies, Orbital Science Corporation and Space Exploration Technologies Corporation, also known as SpaceX. In 2008, NASA entered into a $1.6 billion contract with SpaceX for 12 resupply missions to the ISS and a $1.9 billion contract with Orbital for 8 missions. In March 2013, SpaceX successfully completed its second resupply mission to the station, while Orbital is scheduled to undertake its first resupply mission near the end of 2013 after it completes its first full demonstration flight in September. In light of commercial cargo's importance to the ISS, the OIG examined NASA's management of the program. Here with me today is Jim Morrison, Assistant Inspector General for Audits. Jim, what were the findings of your audit?
Thanks, Jim. We found that despite an almost 3-year delay in development, SpaceX has successfully completed its demonstration flights and its first 2 resupply missions. Although each flight experienced technical anomalies, none was serious enough to substantially impact the missions. Like SpaceX, Orbital has experienced delays in its development program, and these delays in turn caused substantial delays to the planned flight schedule for the company's resupply missions. We also found that despite the revised launch schedule, NASA is on track to pay Orbital up to 70% of the funds associated with its first 6 resupply missions before the company has flown its demonstration flight, well in advance of the lead times needed in light of the current launch schedule. Specifically, NASA's paid Orbital a total of $910 million through fiscal year 2012 toward both the company's Space Act development efforts and the resupply missions under its fixed-price contract. NASA officials said that they concurrently funded Orbital's development and these resupply missions out of a need to ensure a redundant cargo capacity and to meet the ISS resupply schedule. As a general matter, procuring rocket systems prior to a successful demonstration flight substantially increases financial risks. That's particularly true if the problems are encountered during final testing. Given the critical need for ISS resupply capabilities, we do not question NASA's decision to concurrently fund up to 3 spacecraft systems, but we did question, in the case of Orbital, why NASA funded 6 systems before the company had flown its demonstration flight.
Did your audit team make any recommendations?
In order to reduce the financial risk to the agency, we recommended that NASA ensure that its contracts with the commercial cargo providers are updated to reflect the lead times required to meet the agency's revised launch schedule. Specifically, if launch dates slip, NASA should adjust the contracts to ensure that its payments to the companies reflect this revised schedule. NASA concurred with our recommendations.
Thank you, Jim. To read the OIG's full report, please visit our website at oig.nasa.gov.